So yeah, I'll show you how we are deploying the whole CNBI content onto our cluster and how does it go into the demos. So the documentation is available here. You can view how we target, which cluster we are targeting, and how we deploy all the stuff, like all the components of CNBI. Uh, so we are using OpendatahUb to install everything. So we have OpendatahUb Operator installed on the on the cluster, and then we have our CNBI contents, so the dashboard and on the CNBI controller. So what we suggest is more everything is built in a way with using customize so that we can deploy it easily onto our uh, cluster. So with the dashboard, what we are doing is we use the ODH manifest. So we are putting everything here and we're updating the ODH manifest so it aligns with whatever is upstream. And that's what we are doing in our operate first ODH manifest. And we have named it a branch called OSCCL1 beyond. And once we have updated this, uh, we also keep our meteor operator deployment in customized format. As you can see here in the base, we mention how it should be deployed. Once we have this, we will move to kfdef. That's the methodology which Open Data Hub operator uses to deploy any of the components. So we have created two kfdefs separately. One is in general for like notebook controller or Jupyter Hub or the ODH dashboard. So as you can see here, we have used a separate namespace staging, and we have included the ODH dashboard as we want from our branch called OCCL1 beyond. And then we have created a separate kfdef specifically, which is installing everything into the AICOE Meteor using the new, like a separate CNBi kfdef, which is gathering all the information from Meteor operator and deploying it over there. So in this way, we have everything in one place. And as you can see, our dashboards are running in Jupyter, OPF Jupyter Hub stage namespace, and the Meteor operator is running in AICOE Meteor namespace. This should give full access to everything, and whatever we have built, it will display it. So as our development work goes forward, we'll keep updating these things, and our demo should be ready to be used. Uh, Let me know if you have any questions, but that's mostly it.
The only limitation we have by now is that it needs to go, it being the CNBi resources and the Open Data Hub dashboard, it needs to go into the same namespace, correct? So the operator is running over here in AICOE Meteor, but the dashboard and all the resources for CNBi images need to be created in the same namespace, correct?
Yeah, so we can move this part of the kfdef into the previous one, the one which we showed just has everything in one namespace, and that will do it.
Nice.
Yeah. Or another case would be if we put the pipelines part only here, and if we make our operator wherever it sees the CR, the custom resource of of the CNBi being created, if it can start populating the pipelines from there, then we don't need to. We can have our controller in one namespace, but pipelines and rest of the things in one namespace. In that, so we have option for both. Yeah, like with this way of deployment.
Cool. And this is up and running on the OS Climate cluster, on one of the OS Climate clusters right here, right now.
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
Nice.
Awesome. So we have documented the OS one climate cluster where we are deploying, but we have also uh, updated documentation with how to do it in local development environment if it's needed. Awesome. Thanks everyone. If no other questions.